Oh my god, welcome to today's video, guys. So we're starting off with a massive victory! Okay, I've been fighting with this turbo. It's so embarrassing for probably like 2 weeks. Letting it soak, hitting it. And I finally got it! Ah! Okay, let me just take this last bolt out and then I'm gonna take the turbo apart and we'll look at it closer. Alright, so now I got the bolt out. Ugh. Blades on this thing are really good, both sides. Both ends are like super good on this. This just a dust shield, so that's normal. That gets seated in once it's in there, but this exhaust housing is pretty hammered, I'm gonna be honest, but happy. All the blades on both of these are like super mint. It's just the dust shield banging around there, but oh, I don't think you guys understand how much of a relief that is. Holy. All right, well, in other news, so there's bolts broken in the back of that turbo, but shout out to my girlfriend's brother, Brandon. He hooked me up with this guy. Just a little flux core welder. So instead of sending off the turbo to somebody else to get the bolts extracted, I'm gonna try it out myself. I'm so sick of paying people, and honestly, I hate other people working on my stuff. I despise it. I hate when people I just hate sending my car places. It's terrible. I always have a bad experience, to be honest. Like, I've found very rarely I've been happy with the work, so screw it, do it yourself, right? And if you mess it up, then you only have one person to blame. So I'm gonna try, I think, tomorrow and give it a whirl. Not sure yet, but we'll see. I don't know. And today's the big day. We're gonna get this core inside of this and inside of this. We're gonna get everything all together today because I want to try and get my turbo side all put back together. Get everything situated again. I'm sick of all of this sitting here. I want to have a turbo that's one piece and in my car. So that's the next big steps here. I've been doing a bunch of research, so I think I know how it all goes together. It's just about like clocking it in the right directions and everything, but I'm pretty sure I know where everything needs to go. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so just got this snap ring in right here. I fought that for a little bit just because I have these like little ones and it's like you're at the max like opening to get the snap ring on, but you know, I got it nonetheless. I'm like 99% sure this clocking is all correct, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm gonna throw not this exhaust side on, but the other one that's in the car right now. So yeah, it spins good. The noise you're hearing is just this. It's just the dust shield here is just not seated yet, so that'll all go away once the exhaust housing clamps it. Alrighty guys, Disco Potato is now all one piece again, and it spins perfect. As you guys can see. Beautiful. The only thing is just like now because this is a different exhaust housing, this is from the HKS turbo, it's just a hair short, as you can see. So I'm just gonna adjust the rod for the wastegate. The Evo's turbo was the exact same thing because I have like a Frankenstein turbo on that thing too. It's a 8.5 whatever. Anyways, but I need to do the same thing. Just adjust the rod like just a hair because the two different housings are just a little different. So the spacing must just be a tiny bit off. But yeah, I'm super pumped. This took way too long, but it was a big learning process, so I'm glad I did it all myself and didn't like reach out to people, because now I learned some things. All right, so the only thing we're running into, turbo's all together, I got this all adjusted, the wastegate's all hooked up. The only problem, which if you guys remember from the video earlier, like a month or so ago, all the bolts are broken inside of the old one. And this one is missing a stud for down here. As you can see, there's 2 studs, 3 bolts. So I gotta go buy some new bolts that'll fit into this and 1 stud so that we can get this guy all sorted out, because obviously these guys did the delete. So yeah. So I'm gonna run down to the hardware store with the turbo and my turbo elbow just so I can get all the spacing and stuff correct. All right guys, okay, everything, we're popping into town real quick. Oh. It's a winter wonderland out here. The Sonata is packed full of snow. I just realized I forgot my lug nuts, god damn it. Alrighty, bag secured. Sorry if it's super windy, but just gotta fill this. There's so much snow on the ground. Got the turbo on the passenger seat. Some lug nuts and the wheels in the back. Best work truck ever. Love the Sonata. Quick little stoplight clip. Turbo's back in the car. We got some bolts and some nuts. No stud yet, so I'm gonna go to another place and see if I can get a stud. All right, so as you can see, it is dark outside. I haven't picked up the camera in a little bit. I was at the shop, but Ophir hooked me up. I got 2 more to pick up tomorrow, but I got some ESRs. So since Ophir has those works now, I got those wheels in return. It's like a little trade-off. So yeah, once we get home, I'll take them out of the car and we can take a closer look at them. Alrighty, we're back home. As you can see, I kind of screwed up. I already put the wheels outside in my tent. I'll see if I can get a good look at them here. Here they are. Yeah, I know it's kind of dark, but they're kind of sick, right? I don't know what these are called. They're obviously ESRs, but I don't know like what spec, because I don't know anything about these wheels. But yeah, they're 18 by 10.5, I think. So yeah, pretty hyped. Pretty hyped on those guys. Yeah, I don't know what the offset. Honestly, I don't know really anything about the specs. All I know is that they'll fit my car, so which is all I'm really worried about. They're gonna be some rears, so they're they're squared. I only have 2 right now, but I'm gonna go pick up the other 2 tomorrow. But they're all gonna be rears for me. Like the fronts are gonna be too big. So, anyways, though, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna pick the camera up back tomorrow. Tonight I have some stuff I gotta do. My brother's flying in and stuff, so I gotta go pick him up at the airport and just not gonna be doing car stuff tonight. So I'll pick the camera back up tomorrow, and yeah, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.
1 day later.
So it's the next day. Had a late night last night. Brother flew in late on the plane, so we had a pretty late night. Sorry, I just put shoes on. But before we do any sort of working on the car today, I am gonna go out back and we're gonna test fit the ESRs. See how they fit on the car, because they're pretty big. They're like 18 by 10. Like I had a 9.5 on there before, or a 9, sorry. So I don't know, I just want to see how this fits, and I have no idea what the offset is, so gonna give them a whirl, see how they look on the car. So I'll just run and grab them real quick, and then we'll throw them on. Oh guys, I don't know how this is gonna fit. This thing's pretty damn wide. We'll see, I don't know. Oh, I should take the lug nuts off first, eh? I'm just worried about them hitting the coilover, honestly. Oh. God, I dropped that thing hard, fuck. Nice. Yo, these fit sick. What? Yo, these are baller as hell. Look at the car's a bunch of tow out right now, so don't worry about that. But yo, the fitment is gonna be perfect with the fender, and they look dope as hell. Sheesh. We don't have a lot of clearance back here, but like just enough. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. Oh, I'm gonna get under the car and look. Yeah, not much clearance, but yeah, I'm happy. These look dope as hell in the car. Hell yeah, boys. All right, I screwed up. Another quick trip to get bolts turned into a 2-hour hangout at the shop. So, but I grabbed my other wheels, so now I have all 4, and these have 255s, Estino, Acrovas on them. They're a little banged up, but there's some good scrubs. I'm gonna need to air them up to like 80 pounds though, because 255, that's a little big for the Silvia. All right, so the other housing or turbo elbow, whatever you want to call it, is on there. New gasket in there, all new hardware. So on all ends. So this thing's a little gummed up, but it's okay. It's in fine shape. She's all sealed up. So, I don't know. Won't really find out until it's all in the car. So, I'm just gonna throw the exhaust housing, or exhaust manifold on real quick. Then it's a freaking turbo again. So here we are. All new gaskets everywhere, and here. All new crush washers are gonna go in there too. Turbos all together. The turbo feed line for the oil is in there. I have the coolant line here. Gonna just double checking because the other one's in the car, and I'm trying to make sure which one's which. So yeah, and then I'm gonna put a new gasket on this guy. So we'll be mint. But this is where we're gonna leave it for now. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little sec here. Just got a couple things I gotta do, so we're just gonna take a little break from this for a minute. Just 1 minute. All right, what's up, guys? So it's been a couple days since I last filmed, for this video at least, because it was Christmas, and I was editing the Driftmas video, and I filmed the Driftmas video, as you guys saw. And if you haven't, please go back and check that video out. It's really good. It was so much fun to film. But anyways, we're jumping right back into getting the turbo in the car. So basically gonna just show you guys where we left off. As you guys saw, turbo's all together. Kind of tried to organize this a little, but it's not really. The bag is the hubs. So now I gotta make space in the front of the car so I can get over there. So give me a sec. But before I throw the turbo on, I just mounted up my catch can from GK Tech. And it's for an S13 because I have an S13 SR in my car. So like I'm not really sure how it's gonna fit. So I grabbed a little bit of ketchup. As you can see, I have ketchup on my finger. And I'm gonna smudge it on the highest point of this and close the hood and see if it hits. Because I can't really tell when it's closing, and like when it'll close, but I don't know if it's rubbing. So we're just gonna grab a little ketchup here. What's the highest point of this? Definitely over here. Just dab a little ketchup on there. And now we're gonna close the hood. I'll actually smudge it in a couple spots. And we'll see if it gets on the hood. All right, the hood closed and it didn't feel all messed up, so now we'll see. I might need to set you guys down to open the hood, but yeah, I will. We're good. Ketchup looks the same. Hood's got no ketchup on it anywhere. I think this is a victory, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All right, so I have one whole side of the catch can done, as you can see. So here it's all mounted up tight. This is the one side. It's like barely touching the valve cover, but that's okay. These lines from GK Tech are so hard. I have never worked with rubber hose that is so stiff in my life. It's unreal. So I just threw some sheathing on this part because it's like basically going to be directly touching, if not right next to the exhaust manifold. So just in this back section, I just touched a little bit because that's just a breather for the crankcase. So I wanted to get this side all done up before I throw the exhaust manifold on, just so I have some space because turbo's all out, right? So now, sorry, brain fart. Now this side is goes to the intake pipe. So that line will be made up later. So I gotta now basically put the turbo in, and then I can make that side up. The turbo's going in. Ah! We got the whole unit here. Everything is all as one. Oh, he's so heavy though. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. God almighty. There's just so much shit everywhere. If this thing ever has to come out again, I might just set the car on fire. I'm unbolting the dipstick real quick to just see if it'll buy me some room. Because it's kind of hitting that. It's kind of hitting everything, I'm gonna be honest. Like, any direction I go, it's just hitting that. Whatever is the nearest thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I didn't film it because I kind of was losing my mind, but it's okay. But it's in. Nothing's bolted yet. It's in. So, I don't even know. I'm gonna grab a flashlight to show you guys. There's a little bracket on the engine mount. It's like to catch like It's the most least useful thing, so don't worry about it. Oh, let me show you guys here. You guys can see that down there. Focus. There's a little bracket on top of the engine mount. There's the engine mount bolt, and then to the right of it, there's a bolt. Little bracket there with that lip. That right there was just up a little too much. It was bent, so I banged it down with a hammer.
1 day later.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Good morning, Mr. Squidward.
All right, so it's the next day. We are running over to Jean-Louis' house to grab, holy shit, to grab some AN lines. He has some, so just getting in the car now. My camera might die, but yeah, we'll see you guys there. All right, so we're back. I didn't film. I was there for like 4 hours. Spent a lot of time with his family and whatever, right? It was really nice, but I got the goods. So 2 coolant and 1 oil, but the oil one, I'll see if I use this. I don't know. But the coolant, these will work for sure. This one just needs new sheathing, so I'll throw some new sheath on that. But this one's mint, and I think this is the one that I need the most. But I think I'm gonna rip the turbo out again because I need to get some actual, because I have the lines, but I need new fittings. So that's fine, I'll order fittings, but yeah, turbo's gonna come out again. It has been like a couple days since I filmed because it was just my birthday. So my birthday was on 31st, it is now the 1st. So I took a couple days off because I was just like kind of doing stuff with my family and you know the whole jazz. But I got some pretty sick stuff for my birthday. Pretty hyped. I got a big shop lamp. Very stoked on this. This thing is wicked. And then my girlfriend knows me so well. She got me a Kill All Wipers delete, so I can delete this rear wiper. And there's these little inserts here that just go into there. But very stoked. So this wiper is gonna be gone because if you look closely, it's pretty gross. Like it's rusty, and I painted it like spray can earlier in the summer just as like a temporary fix. So now it'd be nice to have something more permanent. So I just installed my Kill All Wipers kit. If you guys saw my my little TikTok I made, you guys can see me installing this. But if you guys haven't seen that, links down below. Either way, I give it. It's very meh. It's not really the best. I don't know. It's at least mine that I received. I'm sure it's a decent product. It's just mine came and it's got like a little ripple all across the whole piece, and like it's just not really the best fit and finish for my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, the wiper's gone and it's better in my opinion. I like it without it. So either way, that's what that is. It is what it is kind of deal, right? But as for the turbo stuff goes, you guys know we got a bunch of AN lines, but we are waiting. I think the turbo's still in the car, is it? I don't remember. Is it over there? No, it's not. Oh yeah, the turbo's over here. We're waiting for AN fittings. So we're getting fittings for the turbo because we're deleting all the hard lines, which is what I honestly should have done from the start, but oh well. Learning as you go. You know, new chassis, new parts, all this stuff. So yeah, we're waiting for AN fittings, so we're kind of going to be on a bit of a pause for a little bit for that.
3 days later.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hey guys, so it's honestly been a couple days since I last filmed, which is unfortunate. We have a huge project coming up, so you guys will see in a couple months what I'm talking about. You know, get excited. It's pretty huge. It's in the very early stages, but lots of meeting people and just, you know, lots of logistics going on currently. But we got some stuff for our turbo. Bunch of fittings. So basically now I'm just gonna hook everything up to the turbo and kind of test fit everything because I'm still waiting on heat sheet shielding stuff for the lines. So once that all gets here, then the turbo is gonna finally go in the car for hopefully the last time. So I got the coolant line all mocked up. So these Garrett ball bearing turbos have restrictors in them already, but the only adapters I can find have restrictors in them, which is okay. Like these internal restrictors, nothing like crazy. So I just drilled this out a little bigger than the factory restrictor that's in this. So I don't know. Don't take my word for it, but I think it'll work. So I got this kind of all situated. This I'm not going to be using, but yeah, it's quite cluttered here. So let's get this turbo kind of mocked up. All right, we're all one unit now. Everything's all together. I was worried about the 90 being too high, but like that has so much clearance with the manifold. We're chilling, but the heat sheathing is definitely a must for how close it is. It is still steel braided line, but it is needed most definitely. Only thing I'm worried about is this little adapter sticks out super far, but it's very threaded in. Like it's just very long. So I don't know. Should be okay though. So I'm gonna just throw this in as is, just as like a mock-up, and see how it fits. All right, so the turbo's all mocked up. I'll show you guys here. Just don't ignore that. That's just for lighting purposes. Ugh. Ugh. So as you can see down there, it's all mocked up. We've got these. You can see the fittings there and the AN lines. Yeah, I got everything mocked up for the coolant down there and the oils on the inside. So I'm gonna take it off one more time because the sheathing on the oil side is it's huge. It's way too big for it. So I have stuff showing up in 2 days. So once that shows up, then the turbo can finally go in and stay in. But as I said, this is the problem. Like this sheathing's not gonna do anything. It was just for like test fitting and stuff. But as you can see, everything fits. The only annoying part is I'm still using a hard line on the back. Because I should probably, honestly, delete the thing that goes under the intake manifold and goes all the way around the motor to that, and then drill a hole in my water neck here. Would honestly be the best idea for the drain, but honestly, we're making do. All right, so it's the next day. I know it's been lots of this next day stuff. We've just been waiting for parts, but I got the sheathing. The line's all wrapped up and pretty. Now let's get the turbo in, finally, and fucking not taking it out. All right, boys, here it is. Everything's tight, everything's on, all the gaskets, everything's new. Now we hope that it all doesn't leak. So, only one way to find out. So, I'm gonna get it all in there. So, first little hiccup here. The turbo's in there, it's sitting. It's not bolted up, not everything's bolted yet. But, I was just about to throw in the drain line, and I just realized that it's like cracking a bunch. Let's see if I can get the other end a little more open. Yeah, right here. Look at that. It's splitting everywhere, and it's starting to, and the whole, like, it's covered by this little sheathing, but it's like dry rotted. So I have some hose laying around, so I'll just replicate this. But I don't know, I was looking at this and I was like, I might as well do this now because I don't want to be at the track or, you know, drifting somewhere and then sparking a leak like that. That would suck. So yeah, here it is, a little sheathing off. I wish you guys could feel this thing. It is so brittle. I don't know if you can see it. It's like kind of, but it has gotten so brittle and hard over the years, and it is like cracked and just, yeah. So I got a couple options to choose from here. See what lines up the best. And then I'll basically just do the same thing. I have more sheathing to put on it. And yeah, then we'll get back after it. All right, oh my goodness. Everything is kind of together besides the intake stuff. But as you can see maybe down there, there's the AN lines. Kind of all over. But it's together somewhat. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind, but it's there. Everything is in one piece, I think. Now I just have to hope everything is not gonna leak and, you know, everything's gonna work, which I'm like pretty confident it will. It's just, I've never really done AN lines like this on a turbo before, like on any of my own cars, so I don't know. I'm still kind of just figuring this out, so honestly, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so car's kind of in a almost all together state. This is gonna be the end of the video for today. This one took quite a while to film, honestly. I just so annoying, this process lately, because it's just a lot of hurry up and wait for parts. Because like I've ordered, if you can believe it, I ordered so much stuff in November and there's still stuff that hasn't showed up yet. So just this time of year sucks for stuff like, for just like doing car stuff because of Black Friday. And then after that it's, what's it called, around Christmas there. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, but yeah, it's all, the turbo sides all together. Next video, I'm hopefully going to start the car and test it out and see if it works. Praying that it does. So far, the biggest expense of all of this has been my back. Holy, my back hurts. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too much yapping and, it's kind of all over the place. But anyways, progress, I guess, is being made. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Whatever time you're watching this.